Hi, welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Experience, Target Individual Program. So, no more fire trucks this time, since I uploaded the previous video. But I do want to talk about something, and just another aspect of how they try to get me to stay here. Uh, you know, because again, it's like I said, there are times, well, they'll send me subliminal messages they don't want me to stay here, and then they'll have Pam start targeting me. And then there are times when, because she's part of my targeting, right? They use her, right? So, they have to, plus, she's a believer in the BS religion, okay? So they will try to use me, and again, to try to have me as some sort of servant to her, you know? My daughter made a comment to me the other day, and she was like, you know, Daddy, you are our servant. And I know that's not my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's saying that. I know that's been placed in her mind through the technology, right? So, anyway, so I've been here for 4 weeks now. 4 weeks, right? I was only supposed to be here for a week. I take care of the kids for a week. And then it turned into 2 weeks, and then into 3 weeks. And then finally, the fourth week is because, when I left Sunday, and she had called me, and I said to her, "Did you tell your cousin that you was bringing the kids back this week?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I sent her a text." I said, "Okay, when did you send her the text?" She's like, "An hour ago." No, when Sunday when I left, I got home around a little after 9, right? And I said to her, "Well, why would you send her a text, an hour ago, right? Why didn't you send her a text on Friday, on Saturday? You could speak to her about it." So she's like, "Yeah, I sent her a text an hour ago, but I haven't heard back from her." I said, "Well, call her. Let her know that you're bringing the kids back." Right? So anyway, so I ended up staying because, again, as I was leaving, I saw how distraught she was. And I think I mentioned it in my video from last Sunday. It's on YouTube. You guys can watch it. And so when I got home, I called her and we started talking all this stuff. And I said to her, I said, "You know what? Okay, fine." I said, and we got into an argument then too. I think I literally like lost it, you know, and because I'm tired of hearing her with her, you know, uh, nobody knows how hard it is for me, what have you, and blah blah blah, and my cousin don't understand that I need to save money and this and that. And I said to her, I said, "Well, this was your decision. You were happy to tell me you got a babysitter, so you don't need me to watch the kids when you want to go out with your exes or who have you." You know what I'm saying? You know, and now what? Right? Because your refusal to go to bed at a decent time, your refusal to stop coming in from work, crashing, having the kids up, stay up all night by themselves, doing whatever, and you don't care. You're in bed sleeping, right? Uh oh. See, I'm talking. Hear the fire trucks now. Hear the fire trucks. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, so oh, you hear them? I got an air purifier on, so it's making some noise in the background, but you know, I think you can still hear them. But anyway, right? This is what she was saying. Oh, this and that, and then all of a sudden, she's calling me complaining about how the kids are up all night. I was like, yeah, because you come in the house from work, you feed them, and then you go into your bed and you crash. It's like what she did to me Wednesday night, and I was upset about it. I was upset about it, but I still came back, um, Thursday morning, and I got no sleep that night. I think I must have got like 3 hours sleep because she came in, went into her bedroom. Well, she sat down and tried to talk to me, tried to talk to me. That's the video that I uploaded where she was grabbing her crotch as she got up out of the chair, right? So, and I stayed. I left here like after 10 because I had to make sure the kids was asleep, and I didn't want to leave too soon because I don't want them to get up. So I stayed, and then I ended up leaving around 10:30. I didn't get home till like about after 12, right? And then I had to get up again 6:30 to come back here, right? And then she wants to tell me about how hard she has it. I'm like, really? Really? I said to her, I said, all these years I've been here, I've supported you. I have, when you was going to school, I gave you money. I did all of this stuff supporting you, right? And you was cheating on your ex. Why? Because I understand. I was going through a lot, especially with my targeting and the emotional control that they had over me, and they were using you to target me. And I was like, say, stop targeting me, and I would leave and come back the next day. I said, that's the only thing that you're complaining about to me. That's the only thing. But that was enough to make you do what you did. You know what I'm saying? So again, then she's like, oh, I ended the relationship, years ago, but I just didn't tell you because, I needed you to watch the kids for me. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I love her. This is what she did, right? And I said, okay, fine, cool, what have you. And I still continue to be here, still continue to take care of the kids and clean and cook and all that stuff, right? But because she knew I love her, she started showing her ass, literally. You know what I'm saying? Speaking to me however way she want to speak to me, doing all sort kind of thing. I'm just like, listen, I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. Okay? And with her manufactured anger about, when we broke up when she was pregnant, because she was targeting me. And I told her this. And on top of that, I know she was seeing her ex when we first got into our relationship. She was still seeing her ex. Right? So, as a black man, listen, let me tell you something, black man. I'm not talking about just TIs. As a black man, right? Or as a man in general, there are women out there who will cheat on you just as how you have men that would cheat on women. Right? And sometimes these women are even worse. Okay? Because they will gaslight you, manipulate you, come with this fake outrage over little shit. They want to turn into like a big thing to try to deflect what they're doing. But anyway, let me, I don't want to dwell on that too long. Right? So, and I said to myself, why is she acting so nice if because she, asking me to stay and all this stuff. Normally she don't want me to stay. So, unless it's convenient. And again, as I realized, I said it's cause of convenience because she wants to go see her friend on Saturday. And I said, why don't you just ask your cousin to watch the kids on Saturday while you go? Like, you don't think I need rest? This woman would come home and she would rest, and she wants to sleep, especially on the weekend. She wants to sleep for 20 hours on the weekend, and if she don't sleep for 20 hours on the weekend, she gets up, right? If I'm here, I'm making breakfast or what have you. She may get up and make lunch or may cook dinner, but it isn't all the time, okay? But the majority of the time she spent either on the phone or putting makeup on. While the kids, if I'm at home on the weekend, I call her at 2 or 3 o'clock. Hey, how are you? What the kids doing? I don't know. I haven't seen them all day, all morning. How you live in the same house, right? The same apartment with a 11-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I'm calling you after 3 or after 2, after 3, after 4, and you're telling me you haven't seen them all day. You don't know. Okay? And the people around her, think that this is okay. But they're not like that. They themselves are not like that. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But because of how black women are conditioned, especially older black women to younger black women, they give them a lot of wrong information. Just how these older black men with younger black men give them wrong information. We're doing it to each other until we realize what we're doing, because we have to deal with our own trauma, right, and heal from our own trauma, right? I've been in therapy for years, not just because of my targeting, right? But and the trauma that it has caused me, and the damage it has done, psychological damage it has done to me, but also in terms of, you know, understanding what was going on in my mind when I was younger, what was happening, okay, and trying to heal and trying to break those negative repeated cycle, okay, because we can't, understand that we are all conditioned in a certain way. I talked about this earlier in another video about the criminality of black men. The manufactured listen to me, manufactured criminality of black men at the hands of the police, at the hands of the FBI, the CIA, the military. They know what they're doing and how they're using black women now as a tool against us. But we don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear the truth. We want to hear the lies. Even though we look around us and the truth is in our face every day and it's not good. But we don't want to deal with that shit. We don't want to confront it. You know? We're waiting for it to fix itself, or some, the magical Jesus and God in the sky to fix it for us, right? And then when they start targeting people like me, or experimenting on people like me, right, villainizing me and manipulating me and others, right? You rather turn and attack me, right? The person who don't have the resources, who don't have the manpower, right? Who don't have that dark triad personality. You want to turn and you want to attack me, but you don't want to attack the system that created, the, um, you know, uh, traumatized people, right? Mentally ill people, okay? Broken people. You want to attack the broken person, but you don't want to attack the system that created the broken person. What does that say about you as an individual? What does that say about us as a society? Right? Why? Because what? They're a greater entity, so you're afraid of that, right? And me being an individual, and because you belong to a particular group, religious organization, what have you, secret society, what have you, that you think it's okay to attack an individual, right? So who's the coward? Who's scared, right? When the police go around spreading negative propaganda and all this shit, illegally tapping your phone and all sorts of things, getting people to drug you and doing all this stuff, right? You think it's okay until it happens to you. Then you want to turn around and ask people like me to help and join in your cause. Understand the dysfunction that the society has brought upon us as people. Not just black people, but white people too. Asian people, Hispanic people. Okay? And these technologies that you guys don't want to talk about because you think no one can control your mind, you keep believing that. Because eventually you're going to realize what's happening, right? And you're going to look for someone to explain it to you in a proper way in which you can survive without losing your mind. Okay? You hear the fire trucks come back out again. Right? So, so now Pam wants me to watch the kids next week. I'm moving forward in this conversation and back at the same time. And, I need a break. She talks about, I work 5 days a week and I need a break. I mean, I used to work 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week. I still have my son with me, right? I still cook, clean, do all this stuff for him, played with him, took him out, Still do, and like I said, I understand she has chronic fatigue syndrome, and for the most part, that's why I'm here. A lot of the part, it's not just because of my kids. Also, it was because I care about her also, and her well-being, right? But sometimes it gets tiring caring for somebody and their well-being. They don't care about you and your well-being. Only when it's convenient for them. Being here is not convenient for me, right? I mean, look, my blacks were starting to come back in my hair, right? It was starting to come back in. No, I haven't seen any new black come back in, because I've been here, and I'm stressed. On top of that, I have to put in, um, the vanity, the sink in the bathroom, which I'm going to do later. I was waiting for the weekend to come. 'Cause I didn't want to do it during the week, you know, and hence part of the reason why I told I would watch the kids on the week of the 8th. If I put in this new sink in, I'd be out of commission for a week with my back, right? Not once has she said, Nigel, it's okay. I appreciate the thought, but you have a bad back. Let me call, a plumber. As a matter of fact, let me get the super in the building. Let me get him. I can pay him. I give him $100 heavy to install it for me. Okay? No, she's not going to do that. All right. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Look, I mean, I did have 2 kids by this woman, so that's my decision. I'm not running away from that. Okay, and I'm not blaming her. She is who she is. I understand that. You know, I understand that. All right, and again, I'm not totally blaming her because again, it was my decision also. So but I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I just hate the fact that not hate. I just dislike the fact that what they've done to us, what they've done to our kids, our family, to me. You know, and it's hard when you're fighting against any government or any criminal law enforcement organization. It's hard. You know, they have all the technologies, they have the manpower to do whatever they want to do. Right? Like I said, imagine going to a restaurant, being poisoned or being drugged. Right? Hoping that you will crash on your way home if you're driving. Food poisoning. Okay? And then when you call the Department of Health to file a complaint, right? They send you a letter saying, "Oh, we did an investigation and found no evidence of such and such." I mean, can you believe this shit? It's like, let me tell you, man. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do this. Regardless of what they may say, regardless of what they may try to do, this is why I do this. Okay? Because really and truly, as an individual, as a human being, this is what you should do, what you have to do. Okay? And I understand some of you. I understand some of you are different, and when they try to use your kids against you, or they try to use your kids to try to set you up, you remain silent. I'm not that way. Okay, I'm raising my kids. I'm raising them to be warriors. Okay, not cowards. And I say cowards without not with any disrespect, but I'm raising my kids that when they see other people bullying, when they see other people being bullied, they stand up for those people. They don't participate in the bullying. Okay, that they take a stand against those things. right? That's why they can use my children against me. They can't use my children as a tool to try to control me. They can do it with her, with Pam, and with Bryce's mother. Okay, because understand this, they have this is their history of using our children to control us. Okay, but we as black people, right? We we don't want to send our children out to defend us as a people, right? We want to shield them, which is understandable. I want to shield my kids too, right? But I understand if you're in a war, they're not just at war with you, but they're at war with your children. So you have to teach your children to fight. Okay? So, like I said, I'm not just speaking as a TI, I'm speaking as a black man, as a father, as a brother, as an uncle, as a son, as a friend. We have to fight these people with every ounce of our being, with every part of our mind. Okay? You can kill the revolution, but you can't kill the revolutionary. Okay? The revolutionary mind within the individual. Power to the people. Yeah, that's a Black Panther phrase. I love that part.